fake book. I'm about to be live in the Cool Kids group doing a little special video for DJ while he mows grass. DJ. Awesome. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go get some material, and I'm gonna show it to him start to finish. So everybody wants to know how to lock up a deal, how to wholesale. DJ's basic question that I'm gonna be answering is how do you wholesale? It's a little elementary. It's a little basic for us for the moves that we make, but it always brings me back down a level to realize that a lot of people in this group are just starting out, and some of the stuff we talk about every day doesn't really pertain to them. So what I'm gonna do is right now I'm gonna talk about 2 wholetail fails. A wholetail is whenever you contract something, purchase it, and then list it. Okay, I did a really good video in the Cool Kids group breaking down our entire wholetail strategy, how we underwrite those deals, why we underwrite them that way. I'm going to talk about 2 that we've done here recently that for most people, the reason why they can't wholetail is because they have no interest in actually owning the property. If you do not want to own the property long term, if you don't want to be a landlord or you don't want to hold an owner finance note, you better not be doing wholetails, because when you fail, when you miss, your only option is to rehab it completely and hope the market doesn't change on you, or put a tenant in there or owner finance it and basically wait for shinier days. So what we got here, we got 2 properties. We've got one, we'll call it it's Pecos. Okay. So Pecos, when we originally bought Pecos, it was 2 properties, 2 houses. One of them, the reason why we're into this deal so long and we haven't already done something with it is because one of them was a mobile home, and we sold it. It had title issues on the mobile home title, so we really couldn't make any moves with that property, with the other property, until we knew what was going to happen with that mobile home. If that mobile home sold, we were golden. Everything was going to work out good. If it didn't sell, then we were going to have to really reevaluate and fix the mobile home and fix it. It would have been the same exit strategy that we're in now, but basically we didn't know that was going to sell, so we didn't know what to do. So one of them sold for $23K. Mobile home sold for $23K. We were $75K all in. Really bad at writing, sorry. $75K is what we bought these for. So $23K, we had some holding costs that accrued while all this was happening. So basically we're in this property after we've fixed the roof. So what happened on the other house was we listed it for $150. Right after that, a big storm came through, damaged the roof, flooded the house. We just lowered the price because, at $150 we were getting a shit ton of showings. Just needed a little bit too much work for a lot of people. So we thought we were priced right because, we probably had 10 showings when it was $150,000. When you're doing wholetails, you're listening to the market, you're listening to what it's telling you, you're listening to the different things that the prospective buyers are saying about it. And at $150, we were attracting, and what was really holding this property back was it was a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. So the clients that we were attracting were older. They didn't want the work. It was a lesson all the way around. But as I came through that, it needed too much work, boom, roof collapses, ceiling caves in. Now it needs more work. So we just drastically lowered the price. So originally on Pecos, we were at $150K. When the roof fell in, we dropped it all the way down to $129K. And then from there, we basically dropped it about $10,000 every 2 weeks, all the way down until we got to $99K. And that's where it's at right now. So right now we're at $99K. If it sold for $99K right now after holding costs, because we've owned this property probably 4 or 5 months, if we sold it at $99, we would still make money. Of course, we already picked up $23,000 on this. But in the reality of it, the property will sell for 150. It will sell for 150 during the summertime. If we do a moderate amount of work to it, it needs new siding on the outside. It needs a new roof. The inside is perfect. So how do we underwrite this deal? Well, we're into the latter months. Nobody's moving around. Summertime's over. So what do we do? We're sitting here with it at 99. It's still showing. We've gotten $80,000 offer, $85,000 offer, and it's just kind of sitting there. Well, how much we got that thing? How much is Pecos out for rent? The Granberry House, Whitley. So we put it up for rent for $1,300 a month. So we're at $99K sales price, list price, I guess would be the way to say that. And now we're offering it for $1,300 a month for rent. Okay, $1,300 a month for rent. This is not an ideal rental for us, but remember, we bought them for 75. We sold it for 23. Okay, so our all in on this entire project is pretty low. $1,300 a month rent, and we're having an open house. It's going to rent like that. It's going to be easy money. It's on the lake. It has lake access, so it's going to be a fairly good property. Cool thing about it is we've got a lender. We've got a lender that's basically doing, I mean, they're not signature loans, but they got a 30-year AM product. I'm going to erase all this. For this, I'm going to erase this stuff in the middle. Erase all this irrelevant stuff. But our lender has a 30-year AM, and that means it's a 30-year loan, 30-year amortization. And I think it's about 6.5% interest. Locked. So it'll be 6.5% interest all the way until Jesus comes back, and they'll do 75% LTV the day you buy it. Okay. What we've done is on this particular property, we have, and this is a real cool move. So we have a wholetail company with Jason Witherspoon. So Jason Witherspoon, his entity and our entity formed an entity, and then we formed a holding entity. So right now, this is held in the selling LLC. When we do this refi into this loan, whenever we refi it off of hard money into our holding LLC, it's all done at the refi closing. What we've been having to do when we do this is we've always had to deed it over first, which is just an extra transaction. We leave the hard money debt the same. We just file a deed over to the holding company, and then we start the refi process. They'll do this all at closing because it's 75% LTV. I mean, it's the easiest loan we've ever gotten. So we're doing this right now, this property. You have to have, the property has to appraise for at least 75K. So you got to have a 75K minimum. They'll do portfolio loans and stuff like that, but every property has to appraise for 75K. Cool thing about this is one of our two misses. On the other one, it's in Cleburne. We bought it, and whenever we bought it from a group member. It's in Roughneck Real Estate. We wanted the group member. We always enjoy supporting group members, especially ones that get out and hustle. So this was a bandit sign lead for him. And I don't even know what street name it is. We're just going to call it Cleburne. Okay. On this particular house, we bought it from a wholesaler for $70K. We listed it out. At 99. Purchase price was $70K. List price, and we did this to entice a fast sale. We listed it for $99, and it got 0 showings, nones. Like nobody was interested. The phone never rang. Funny thing about this property is we have 140K appraisal on it. Okay, we have $140,000 appraisal on this property. We're thinking that if we listed it for 99, some aggressive little house flipper would come in. They didn't, so we dropped the price down to 89K to see if it'll get some showing. I think this property is probably shown 10 times. It's just dead. We've owned it about a month, maybe a month and a half, and that was it. We immediately put a for rent sign in the yard. So we're in it at 70K. We're at 89,000 and it's not selling. We put it out for rent at 1,100 a month. 1,100 a month. Again, with that 30-year AM, 6.5% interest. Locked loan. And when you look at these numbers, because that's what I didn't do on the other one. So basically, and they'll do a 70% loan to value. So we know we already got the appraisal on it. We know we're good there. When we look at these numbers, let's say we borrow 80,000 against this house. 80K. I'm gonna go to my mortgage app. I always show you all this. You can see my last loan I was underwriting for an apartment deal we're doing for $1 million. Boop, boop, boop. Anyways, it won't focus, so I can't find the sweet spot. But 80,000. Let's say we pull 10,000 in equity on this 30-year product, and they escrow the taxes and insurance. So I'm going to put the insurance at 1,000. I'm going to put the taxes at 2,500. Okay, and you can see if we pull 10,000 in equity, if it would focus. Anyways, it's a $797 payment. $797 payment, taxes, insurance, everything. So it's $300 a month cash flow. It'll take another 100 of that to manage the property. Just little nitpicking bullshit. It'll take another 100. So it'll be $200 a month free and clear cash flow. So $2,400 a year. We'll probably pull 10,000 out on this place my marker. So on this particular deal, we'll be positive 10,000 and get $300 a month cash flow. So these are our two most recent wholetail fails, properties that we bought to list, to resell, to make money. And, you know, forever I would pull out my little real estate crystal ball and I would say, oh, this is going to be an owner finance deal, or this is going to be a rental, or this one's going to be a flip, which even though we don't want to do rehabs on properties anymore, it's kind of like this. We're going to put it on the market. We're going to see how the market responds. We're going to take the feedback. We're going to adjust the price. We're going to drop the price aggressively to get down to a point where it will sell. And if within 45 days it hasn't moved, we're putting a tenant in there. The tenants can pay the holding cost on both of these properties until we get to next summer, like the beginning of spring. We'll put them back out on the market, maybe put them out on the market as cash flow and rentals. You know what I mean? Bump the price up, see what the market's doing next summer, see if there's anybody in that market that wants to purchase a cash flow and rental, or wants to purchase a property to move in, and, you know, maybe we can terminate the lease with the tenants. But either way, we get the burden of having to make the monthly payment off of us and onto a tenant quick, fast, in a hurry. Maybe we own these and leave them to our kids. Don't really know. Not going to predict that. But one thing for certain is if it's not moving, we'll get our private capital back using our brand new lender that we found that we're now on loan 3 or 4 with. And we won't have to sit around and worry about, is this thing going to sell? Is it not going to sell? Can I go buy something else? Absolutely, we can go buy something else. Well, refinance this, put it out for rent, go buy something else, list it. If it don't sell, lease it, refinance it, and just repeat the process over and over again. So I want to show that to you. I'm going to be in the Cool Kids group for the rest of the day. I'm doing some things over there. I did an entire wholetail, or how to wholetail breakdown, in the Cool Kids group. If you haven't seen it, you can go check it out. But anyways, yeah, I appreciate y'all's support. This is going to be what my days are like now that Emery's in school, so I'm going to make the best of it. We'll see y'all later.